Hello there and welcome back. Now, the number of schools and colleges in England made with concrete prone to collapse has risen from 147 to 174. That's according to the Department of Education, who said 148 of the institutions are offering full-time face-to-face learning to all pupils. Well, here with us now is the General Secretary of the National Education Union, Daniel Kebede. Thank you, Daniel, for coming in and speaking to us. I mean, they've increased the number of schools now that have got RAAC by 27. How is it affecting kids' learning?
Well, as we know, that it is causing quite significant disruption. While many schools are still engaging in face-to-face learning, we know that some are having to partially close or move online. And of course, even where education is continuing, it's happening in places like Portacabins, which is far from ideal.
I mean, I don't know if you heard the Education Secretary in the Commons earlier saying that she spoke to some pupils and she said that the Portacabins are better than the classrooms.
Well, yesterday I met with the Secretary of State and she said that in private. In my mind, I did think, oh, it's a good job you've not said that in public. And there she is standing up in Parliament saying that the children prefer Portacabins. My question exactly is that what dire state of repair are our schools in if a Portacabin is better than a classroom?
I mean, when you spoke to her, did you get the sense that she was across all of this? I mean, everyone will remember that hot mic moment where she complained that she wasn't getting the credit for doing this work, and Bridget Phillipson, the Shadow Education Secretary, put it to her again today that she didn't act quickly enough. Did you get the sense that she really grasps this?
Well, as we've heard today, she was on holiday as this crisis was unfolding. We've heard that hot mic incident, and now we have an Education Secretary saying Portacabins are better, according to some children. What it does really feel like is that we haven't got a Secretary of State experiencing the same reality as the rest of the public.
The Department for Education have said they're going to pay for mitigations. That must come as some sort of solace to the schools and those that have got very stretched budgets.
I mean, it's helpful that we're hearing that reasonable costs will be covered, but we're still not seeing a commitment from government to invest the necessary amount in capital funding over the long term. What we really need to see is the autumn statement where the government lift the capital budget for schools.
Is that going to happen? I mean, you were speaking to her yesterday. What did she say about that?
I mean, it wasn't the impression that I got that this autumn, you know, and there is the Office of Government Property say that there needs to be £7 billion spent every year to maintain the school estate. The government are currently spending around a third of that, and there is no indication that they are going to lift that budget at the moment. So we will continue to make the case, other unions will, along with parents as well. Genuinely, our children do deserve better. They deserve to be educated in schools that are fit for purpose. And what we do know is that there are 700,000 children at the moment being taught in schools in need of significant repairs, and that's separate to RAAC.
Yeah, last thought, and quickly, if you can, what have you heard from the opposition as to whether or not they would fund the building necessary to make sure schools are proper and fit for kids to be in?
Well, of course, we would like to see a plan from the opposition, you know, building schools for the future that they had in 2010, which was soon scrapped by Michael Gove, was ambitious, and we do need to see an ambitious plan for our schools of similar significance.
Okay, Daniel Kebede, General Secretary of the National Education, really appreciate your time. Thank you very much.